Hello, you amazing friends. Welcome to our International Networking Zoom for the last Thursday for May 2022. Can you give the person next to you a round of applause? I just want to say a big welcome to the special people. We've got John Telson, we've got Dottie, good seeing you, Dottie. Amazing Amanda McNeil, who we love. We've got Max from Italy. We've got Karen Clark, who's been dodging bullets again. I hope you got them good, so there you go. We've got Adam, who wears polo shirts like me, wonderful Faisy, legendary Jeff, Andreas, and Mina. So just want to say a big welcome. I don't know where everyone else is, but when you come late, you get less screen time. So that's their fault, not ours. But I just want to say a big thank you. Such an honourable pleasure having you all here. And tonight's extra special. We've got our friend, hopefully he rocks up. Our friend Karim Bokhtar is going to be our guest speaker if he arrives, and hopefully he does. And I was going to say, we've got a fantastic evening lined up. You want to know why it's fantastic? Because you're here. And there's Karim coming in. There you go. He's the other handsome Arab. You can have double Arabs tonight. You can have Ed the Arab as well as Karim the Arab. And oh my God, there he is. Can we all wave to Karim? There we go.
Hi, guys.
Karim's our guest speaker tonight. And unfortunately, he's an Arab, but he's better looking than me, unfortunately. How you doing, Karim?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Karim, we're so honoured to have you with us. Just before I get in the meeting, can you tell us very quickly what you're going to be talking to us about later on tonight, Karim?
I'm going to be talking to you about the unconscious mind.
Ooh, there we go. Like Edward's ear before coffee, that's the unconscious mind. No, seriously. Karim's a top coach, master NLP. And Karim, great to have you. Can we give Karim a round of applause? There we go. So you get double Arab tonight. You get two sexy Arabs helping you out, helping you all out tonight. So big welcome, Karim.
Awesome. Thank you.
Pleasure. Big welcome. And I was just going to say, to kick off the event, let's start with one of our meetup leaders. We're very lucky to have the amazing Karen Clark from, she actually runs our Brisbane group and does an incredible job. I'm actually seeing her next Friday. And Karen, do you want to say a quick hello as one of our mysterious commanders?
Hi, Ed. Hi, everyone. And yes, I heard you say that you were going to be seeing, that you'd met Faisy, and you're actually probably, I'm almost certain, going to be seeing Faisy there again next Friday as well. So hi to everyone, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you, Ed, and you, Faisy, and those of you who are joining us next Friday, the 3rd, is it? 3rd of June?
Something like that.
Yeah,
I know it's next Friday, I know, and I'll be... I'm going to be full of, I'm going to have an extra double breakfast at the business lounge before I rock up.
Yeah. So, Ed, can I tell people what I do?
I think you should, Karen Clark.
So I work with my clients to help them achieve exponential gains in their results by understanding and reframing their ideas about the universe and how we fit into it and the quantum realm. So it's all very well to learn all about quantum physics and stuff, but I actually teach people how it all connects with us and our results. So I'm doing another free webinar. I'll share that on the chat later, and I'd love you to attend any of my free webinars on Wednesday nights. Thank you, Ed, and everyone.
Brilliant. We love you, Karen. Big round of applause to you, Karen. Oh, Karen, before you go, can you all give us a tip? Give everyone a tip to get the most out of this Zoom experience.
Look, yeah, there's another tip. Last week I told you about the music tip, and there's actually a beautiful picture tip, a moving video tip that you can also put on your Zoom so that people come in and they see like the beautiful sea waves flowing in or whatever while they're in the waiting room. It is amazing.
Oh, God, Karen, you're very good. Round of applause to you, Karen, and big love your work. And I was going to say as well, as part of our Zoom experience, especially if you're watching the recording, please use the Zoom chat. You can share your events, whatever you're up to, connect with each other on LinkedIn. And two things as well, if you love this Zoom, please take a photo at some point and post it on LinkedIn and say how much fun you're having on our Zooms. And also too, as well, before I forget, book a meeting afterwards. So one thing I always say with networking events, be it face-to-face or Zoom, same thing, right? Always find someone really good to connect with and book a meeting afterwards. If you're in the same city, go meet up for steak, lobster, or coffee or dessert or whatever. If you are working remote, meet up over Zoom or something, because the networking is done at the event, but it's also done afterwards. So just remember that. And I just want to bounce over to some of our special guests. I've noticed we've got the extremely and dangerous Amanda McNeil. We love Amanda McNeil. And she actually spoke at our meetup the other week, and she really shattered the sky. How are you, Amanda McNeil? What's going on?
I am good, Ed. Thank you. Thank you very much for that very warm introduction. So I've had a big week this week. I actually ran a masterclass last night and we talked about how to overcome your self-doubt and reprogram your mindset. So it was really good. Good turnout, a lot of interaction. I think a couple of the people on the call had a few breakthroughs and some realizations about some stuff as well, which, that's why we do these things, right? We always want our attendees to walk away learning something new about themselves and being able to improve themselves as well and what they can do. So, yeah, I'm really pleased with how it all went. So it was amazing. And the beautiful Linda, I don't know if she's on the call tonight, but she joined as well last night. So hopefully she enjoyed that. And I've actually got to connect with her as well. So it's going to be fun.
Beautiful. We love you, Amanda McNeil. Round of applause to you, Amanda McNeil.
Thank you.
And we have a new heroic character. It's now Simone Lord. I love that name, Simone Lord. We're actually catching up to do a live stream probably tomorrow afternoon. So keep an eye on your LinkedIn tomorrow afternoon. We're doing a live stream together. And Simone's also the guest speaker at our next Sydney meetup, and we're honoured to have her with us. Simone, how are you? What's happening in your world and how goes it?
I'm good, thank you. I'm actually struggling with the cold weather, and I know I have nothing to whinge about compared to some of the other areas, but I really dislike being cold. So it's definitely getting cooler. I've just moved into more of a regional area off the coast earlier this year. So I'm definitely struggling with the cooler temperatures, getting a bit frosty in the morning when I get up each morning at 4:45. I am actually putting double layers of tracksuit pants and my gym tights on, so that's good fun. But yes, thank you for the introduction, Ed. My name is Simone Lord. Louise is my middle name, and that's the name that I use within my health and fitness business. However, I'm doing a transition. I'm going back into the business and corporate world, and I'm really excited for this new journey. So I help business owners create success by evolving into their true potential. And I do that with a mastermind framework, which is chaired by Christian Lavolsi. So Christian was actually, and still is, one of my mentors, and I've been working with him in my health and fitness business. And then he offered me a really great opportunity to come and do some work with him and launch this fantastic program. So I'm really excited to be stepping into this. We're launching it in July. So lots of planning underway, and look forward to bringing more about that to you when you interview me, Ed. So we'll talk more about it then.
Pleasure. And pumped for our live stream tomorrow. I'll let you know when I get out of our meeting and we'll jump on the live stream. Beautiful. I've got a big one tomorrow, which is amazing. And oh my God, I've noticed we've got amazing Piero. Piero is one of our wonderful leaders as well. He helps us run our Canberra group. And it was so good seeing you the other week, Canberra. It's pity that a bunch of far left commies have taken over our government now, but we'll throw them out. How you doing, Piero?
Hey, Ed. Hey, everyone. How are you all? Not only just Canberra this month, Ed. Brisbane Friday the 3rd. Melbourne the 17th, Sydney the whole lot.
Brisbane and Melbourne, are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole lot this month.
So Piero, there you go. Piero's gonna get his gold frequent flyers.
I hope so. I've got to catch up to you. Hey everyone, I hope you're really well. How's your week's been? My name's Piero Mardesic. I run a business called Addiction to Growth, and as a counselling psychology practitioner, and specifically in cognitive behavioural therapy. Who was it? It was Amanda McNeil at the start of this conversation when I chimed in. She said something about we all want our clients and we all want people to walk away with like little breakthroughs, right? When you're at a networking event, go and spend time with the people you wouldn't usually spend time with. In other words, conquer the uncomfortable. Get a little bit uncomfortable and actually meet someone who's not your vibe. Be determined, committed to get out of your comfort zone to actually meet someone new, because it's only your thought and your frequency you're fighting. And there's something to know about that. And where's my Karen Clark? She understands this more than probably a lot of us when it comes to quantum physics. You're only resisting your own frequency because of your past experiences. It's got nothing to do with anything else, and it's a conversation I could blast into. But that's my networking tip: is get uncomfortable.
Oh, brilliant. Got to give Pierre a round of applause. Pierre, we love you, and great job. And we'll get those commies out of office, won't we? Going to get rid of those damn socialists. You know, I hate commies.
Let's not start on the lefties.
There you go. There you go. I was just thinking when Pierre said, speak to someone you're uncomfortable about, I said, okay, I'll go to a networking event and I'll see a communist burning a Bible and an Australian flag and go talk to that guy. That'll be an interesting one. So there you go. Lovely work, Pierre. And oh my God, I noticed we've got Mina Mystery here. Mina and I had a great chat the other night. And Mina, how's all your fine winning coming along, Mina?
Hi, Ed. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great week. You know, I woke up this morning and I thought it was Friday today, but it's Wednesday. Oh, no, it's Thursday. See? Getting my days confused. Yeah. It's been a very, very busy week. So my business is established in the UK, called Evolving Partnerships, and I work with clients in the context of using modalities like NLP and working with clients, evolving them in the context of spirituality. So first and foremost, it's so important for us to look inside of ourselves and to remove that baggage that we're holding in terms of negative emotions, limiting decisions and beliefs that's keeping us going around in what people call a vicious circle or patternings or loops. And when we can eliminate and resolve our old patterning and loops, we can then move toward and forward to establish what we want in our lives and work towards our goals and outcomes. So essentially, in a nutshell, that's what I do.
Oh, brilliant. We love you for it. Round of applause to you, Mina. Just amazing.
Thank you, Ed.
Also, too, we got a wonderful friend, Christine Bell. Christine and I caught up yesterday at the beautiful QVB for lots of coffee. And Christine's been cooking up an absolute storm in terms of upcoming webinars and programs and more. Christine, how you doing?
I'm good. It was good to see you yesterday. And hi, everyone. So, yes, I'm good.
What's cooking?
So, well, just to introduce myself, for those who don't know me, I'm Christine Bell. I'm a customer strategist and researcher. So basically, I help my clients build successful businesses and brands, especially in terms of really understanding who their customers are and creating strategies that align with their needs and their wants and everything. So that's what I do. And I use market research to really get to know the customers and then turn them into strategies and solutions. And so I mainly do it for big businesses, but I'm really, really keen on helping startups and small businesses. So I actually have my own meetup group as well, how to know your customers. And so yes, what can I say? I've got a webinar coming up next week. It's free. It's on how to build your own brand, build your brand identity. And yeah, so that's on Wednesday at 5 p.m. If anyone is interested, I'll put the link in and I'd love to see you there. And what else have I been up to? I'm going to launch soon a workshop, and it's going to be pilot in July, I think, at some point, and it's go over 2 weeks, and it's all about creating a fantastic target market strategy. So if you're starting a new business, or you're a few years into your business, or you're evolving your business and you need new customers, or it's not quite working for you, then this workshop is definitely for you. So that will be launching very soon.
Oh, beautiful, Christine. Very excited. Love your amazing work.
Thank you.
And we got David QW with us. David and I had a great chat today, and David's a top sales coach with an absolute heart of gold. How you doing, David? What's happening?
I'm really well, Ed. Thanks very much. It was a great chat. You, as usual, in about 5 minutes flat, gave me about 3 or 4 really great nuggets to help me. So, yeah, a big shout out for that. Thank you so much. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself for those I haven't met before on here. Most of you I have, I think, but it's really great to see everybody. I, as Ed said, am a sales coach. I help people who have a problem getting revenue into their business, and it can be from one of, in my experience, one of 3 things. First of all, that they're not communicating in a way that their prospects and clients really understand or relate to. I had a very technical role in my previous career, and it was very easy to lapse into the jargon and the acronyms and things like that, and you could see the eyes glazing over. So you really have to talk about it in ways that your clients can understand, and that does take a bit of work. I can help you with that because I've been through it myself. The second thing that I do is really it's a mindset issue. It's about what I call getting out of your own way. And it's really being able to listen. So the first thing I do is help you talk to people in a way that they understand. But then a really important part of that is listening to them. And so many of us, when we're talking to somebody, are thinking, okay, when they stop talking, what am I going to say next? So I really try to help people to step away from that mindset and listen, and then actually ask questions, compassionate questions, so draw the person out more. The final thing that I do is work on your limiting beliefs. I had a limiting belief when I was in my career that stymied me for a while. Well, actually more than a while, probably the best part of my career, until I realized that I'd actually overcome it. And that was a limiting belief that sales had to be sleazy or high pressure or deceptive. And it really didn't fit with my values. And I'm sure it doesn't fit with people's values here either. So that's another thing that I help people work through and identify. You can actually be a sales professional. You can be professional at sales, do it in a way that fits with your values. So that's me. Thanks very much for the blurb, Ed. I'm looking forward to the keynote tonight. So really, really great to be here.
It's a pleasure. You've got double Arab tonight. You've got Edward and Karim. So there you go. And a bit of trivia for you. Put up your hand if you actually know my full name. Who here knows actual full name? Well, I'll be revealing my full name a bit later on. Karim's heard it. But later on, I'll reveal my full legendary Islamic name. So stay tuned for that one. Ed's going to do the full reveal. And also, too, as well, just to say big welcome. If you just come in, a big, big thank you. What we're going to do is we're going to take a group photo soon. So please turn on your webcam and get ready for that. And we're just going to open up the floor to any winners. Now, if you would like to say hello, best thing to do is just hit in Zoom. You have the reactions bar. Just hit the hands up key so you all rank in order. And when you say hello, my big advice to you is pretty much in the spirit of what wonderful David was saying. Be really clear, be very precise, like be precise into what you do, what you're after. And I always say the less time, the more precisely that you speak is the better off you're going to be. So without further ado, let's open with amazing Cami from London. How you doing, Cami? Say, Cami, hello. You there, Cami?
Hey, sorry, I was chatting with my friends. Hi.
What's going on?
I got a man coming over. So, hey, I'm Kemi from London. Sorry for the delay, Edward.
All right. You're having fun over there.
I'm all about positivity and helping people with their health, wealth, beauty, fitness, and anything else. So if you're interested, my details are in the chat below. Nice to be here.
Oh, good seeing you, Cami. Can we show lots of love for Cami? Cami, it's an absolute pleasure. It's a pleasure. And Baksha, how you doing, Baksha? What is happening?
Hi, Edward. Hi, everybody. Great to see you all. So I couldn't make it at 3:30. It was a little bit of a problem for me as 3:30 Indian time, but I'm here now. I'm a business analyst, software engineer, and also project manager. So I run my own business in that. But apart from that, I've been saying this for almost every time I'm here. I would like to offer one piece of advice. About 12 years back, this has been going on for about 12 years. I haven't spoken much about it. I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, anxiety disorder, and depression. So I didn't know where to go or what to do. It troubled me a lot. But one thing I definitely give my advice is that stay strong, never give up, and try to get help if you feel that something is wrong with you, or speak to the right people. So I think, and yeah, you never giving up and staying strong, at least has got me this far. So I want to go further as well. So let me see how I go. Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Baksha, love your rawness. Big round of applause to you, Baksha. Thank you for your rawness. It's very much a strength. There you go. And got Max from Italy. Max, how you doing, my friend?
Hello, Eduard. Hello, everybody from Italy, the place of the original Italian pizza. You got it. I am an asset protection, asset protection advisor. In practice, we help families, big companies, and entrepreneurs to get arbitrage. What is it? In crypto arbitrage, you get profits by doing nothing because professionals do it for you, and you make more profits on autopilot, the real autopilot. On the other side, advertising arbitrage allows you to get free leads, free traffic, free profits, and so on. And so for this, my data are in the chat. Glad to talk to everyone, and thank you.
Oh, Max, it's a pleasure. Round of applause to you, Max. Love your work. We got Olga. Olga, how are you? Welcome.
Hello all. It's so good to be here again. I love these meetings. And when you said, what would you like to share? Actually, I do have something to share. What literally just popped in my mind yesterday, and I will do a little video about it today, but I'm happy to share it here first. So you're going to hear it first. Very often we are looking for opportunities. We would like opportunities to come to us, right? We are like, well, I would like to do more stuff, but things don't come to me. And when I was driving the other day, I realized when we are driving, right, we can never see what's on the sides, right? Because we have to focus on in front of us, right? So for us to really see around us, what do we have to do? We have to slow down or even stop, right? And very often in life, we forget about it. We forget to slow down our busy and rushy lives. We forget to stop and just observe what's around. Who do I know that knows somebody else? Which organization am I in good relationship with, so I can maybe go to them and ask for whatever I need to do, whatever I want to do, right? We have everything right in front of us, but we just got to slow down. So I'm inviting you, just literally slow down. Stop driving fast. I know you like driving fast. I do like driving fast, but let's slow down so we can see opportunities around us. So that's my invitation. But that's Olga. I live in UK. I travel around the world quite a lot. I'm looking forward to come to Australia to meet you guys. And yeah, that's me. I do speak on mindset and change and transformation. And also I'm a mindset coach. So that's me. Mwah. Big kisses to all.
Olga, great seeing. Round of applause. We got our old friend, one of my old friends, Margaret Elisa Lee. We go back years and been chatting lots of legendary Margaret over Facebook Messenger. How are you today, Margaret?
Hi, Ed, and thank you for inviting me to this beautiful networking event. I can see we have a whole bunch of geniuses here. I've already learned so much just tapping in and listening. I'll keep it short. If I had one message to leave to the world, it would be think with your heart. A lot of us get stuck in here, and I truly believe that we should feel and think from here. So predominantly, that's what I teach people, because it was my self-love journey and self-mastery journey that led me to finding the wonderful world of, some have mentioned already, quantum physics, unlimited possibilities. And I help exhausted high performers, find ways to manage their energy, which is my experience in corporate world. 20 years left me very exhausted, and I thought there's a lot of people feeling like this, and so let's help them. So reaching back, each one teach one, that's what I'm passionate about. And I also do property investment coaching, so it's both in the spaces of helping people just learn a bit about something they maybe don't know much about, and that's about it.
Pleasure. And I was going to say, if you don't mind saying, you got engaged recently. Is that right, Margaret?
I did. One of my biggest fears that I faced through doing all of this work is my fear of love. If you didn't know that's a thing, that's actually a thing. So facing that, I met the love of my life, and he's overseas in South Africa, Scottish-born, Kung Fu champion. So yeah, kick my ass if I, don't behave. Kung Fu life is good. But yeah, thank you. It's something that I didn't see coming, but as you know, the universe just gives it to you when you're ready. So
Totally. I remember one day I was running a business networking breakfast, and this very slim, hot Asian chick walked in, and we all know who that lady is today, don't we? So there we go. So I'm with you, Margaret. Love your work.
you did good. That is beautiful.
I did all right, didn't I? Very lucky to find her. So congratulations, Margaret. Great to hear.
Thank you.
Pleasure. And Tom's, good seeing you. Tom's is always happy. I don't know how he does it. If I was Tom's, I'd be pissed off all the time, but Tom's always happy. How you doing, Tom's?
Hey everyone, nice seeing you again here. I'm doing pretty good today. I had a long walk on the terrace, so today for this call I'm inside against the wall here for a change. And I'm passionate about mindfulness and mindset. And the other day I ate quite a lot of chocolate, and what I observed in myself is that I actually felt like losing weight by eating chocolate. Who would like to lose weight by eating chocolate? But what you would like to know how it's possible. It is possible. And I was actually thinking how it works, because I've seen people doing the same thing and having completely different results. And it's partly because of mindset and partly because of the hormones and how the body reacts to the same stimuli. And with a lot of work, you actually could train your body to either lose or gain weight by eating chocolate. It's part of the mindset. So yeah, just wanted to share that everything's possible if you feel like eating chocolate and losing weight at the same time, or gaining weight. It's possible. Just it's part about being open to it and curious. And if you feel like it's not possible for you, maybe it's easier just to stop eating chocolate as well. Thank you.
Oh, we love you, Toms. Absolutely amazing, Toms. Big thank you. And Andreas, how you doing, Andreas? How's life in the fast lane going?
How are you, everybody? Sending my best wishes from the Norfolk coast. I'm super excited, super charged to be here. I am a photographer. I do PR, public relations. I'm not paparazzi, but I get along with them, you know what I mean? You have to. And this is what I do, to cut a long story short. By being on these meetings, I've found my mojo. I've raised my confidence, and it's so important. And it's something that Olga, Piero, and many others have said. You've got to find your inner strength. If my advice is get rid of the toxics, Edward, get rid of the people that are negative in your life, throw them out the window. And this is my, just quickly, a big shout out to my show Shrek. I'm the big bad wolf. This is my good luck charm that I'm going to have in my dressing room. Shrek, say hello. Woof,
oh, there we go. There you go.
It's so good to be here, man.
Oh, there you go. Love your work, man. And big shout out to Andreas. And Andreas actually reminded me, we're going to take a photo soon, by the way. I used to do the Edward's Ear Zoom challenge, which I actually have forgotten about for months, which is absolutely appalling behavior on my part, which is beyond forgiveness. And you know what it is? It's the Edward's Ear Toxic People Challenge. And I invite you to do it right now. If there is a toxic person in your life that is just really giving you a hard time, pick up your phone right now and block them. They could be on Facebook. They might be on LinkedIn. They could be on Twitter. But you know what? Just block them right now, because you're an amazing person. You deserve better. I don't want toxic people in your life sapping you, much like a communist does to Edward's ear. So block that person right now, because you deserve better. And when you block that person, tell us all in the chat, so we give you an extra honorable shout out, which is very good. And oh my God, speaking about the antithesis of toxic, the nurturing Piero. What have you got for us, Piero?
Ed, I just wanted to. There's a lot of faces here that turn up each week for your events, and that actually turn up to the meetups as well. And I want you all to give yourself a pat on the back. You turn up. Yay! You take the time. Some people put all these amazing posts out, and they talk about showing up and so forth. You know, you can't deny it when you turn up on Zoom. If you don't turn up, it shows straight away, right? So I just want to thank you all for showing up, because no matter what Ed and Lassie do, no matter what marketing they do, no matter how many times they reach out to you, no matter how many times you get these, hey, Piero, it's Edward's ear. I'm just letting you know that our international call's on tonight. No matter how many of those you get, right? You turn up. You did. So these meetups are actually running continuously because you guys show up. So I just want to give you all like a huge hand to you guys, and I hope you give yourselves a pat on the back.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. We love Pierre. And Pierre is an amazing man. Well, remember the other week when Telstra, which is an Australian telecommunications phone company, declared war on me and I kept losing internet connectivity. Piero would be in there to save the show. So there you go. We love Piero. Now we're going to take a photo, actually. So let's take a photo. Please turn on your webcam right now. Turn it on. Now's the time to take a photo. What you want to do is you want to lean forward and hold the pose. There we go. Turn on your webcams, everyone. I'm going to hide the non-video participants. It looks good. So friends, 3, 2, 1, big smile and hold. I want to use my pen. It looks good. 3, 2, 1, big smile and hold the pose, winning friends. Beautiful. We can actually beautiful shot. There we go. Round of applause. It came out. Now I think we can do it again. A few people had their eyes shut. So let's do it again. Please keep your eyes open. 3, 2, 1, smile and hold the pose. That was a million times better. And there you go. I like it. Now, I was just going to say, we're going to hear from wonderful Karim soon. But before that, if you haven't spoken and you would like to speak and say hello, please just hit the hands up key. Hit the hands up key in Zoom. So if you haven't spoken and would like to say hello, please do. Or if you just want to say something as well, now's the time to do it. So just hit the hands up key, but you haven't spoken or you want to speak, or if you just want to say something, you've got a bit of time, so no problem. Hey, Petrie, welcome. The floor is yours, Petrie. What's going on?
Yeah, hi guys. Yeah, pleased to be here. It's actually a good time for me because it's 1 p.m. So it's very comfortable. I'm in Helsinki, Finland. So probably you are reading the news. We have a little bit hectic time here because we have 1,300 kilometers border with Russia. So it's giving us a little bit headache, but not for me. I'm not worried about that. So I'm just sad because I have a lot of friends in Russia. So it's very sad for normal people there. It's a sad story, but yeah, let's skip that because that's a little bit negative and I don't want to think about negative. So I'm always positive, and that's how people know me. And yeah, I'm working with actually evidence-based nutrition, which is very interesting, also in Australia. So, but though there's a lot of people from other countries, from at least from UK and Italy, pizza. But yeah, definitely. And yeah, for this week, it's an interesting week because I got an invitation to podcast to US, and it's interesting because the name is That as Direct Sales Mastery. So that's very interesting stuff. I've been listening now the guys who's been there and very good stuff for sales and everything. So just check it. It's everywhere. I'm hearing it from Spotify. So That as Direct Sales Mastery. Jenny Bellinger, she's a great lady. So you should connect with her definitely. So actually, I think it was Piero who was talking about comfort zone and uncomfort zone. And I never say uncomfort zone, I say it's learning zone. So it's because uncomfort zone, it's negative. So let's change it. It's learning zone. But great to be here.
Don't you worry about those Soviets. We will crush communism together, Petrie. We've got enough problems with commies in Australia, so I get you. There we go. Adam, how you doing, my friend?
Yeah, hi Ed, hi everyone. It's the first time here, so the energy is really good. So glad to be part of the group. So and see everyone. So what I do is I ensure that you have a healthy home. And what does that mean? We spend about 89% of our time in our homes, and a lot of people look after their own personal health, which is excellent, which is what I advise everybody, but they neglect the health of their home. And if your home is affected by electromagnetic fields, be that man-made or natural, and you're there 90% of the time, that has a severe impact on your health, emotionally, physically, and mentally. And if you're not aware of it, that increases your chances significantly of getting things like autism, cancer, dementia, just to mention a few. But if you do something about it, put the simple changes to reduce the interferences and the stress your home is under, you are unlikely to get any of these things. It's been scientifically proven over 40 years ago that if your home is stress-free on electromagnetic fields and natural interferences, you are unlikely to get these kind of diseases. So what I do is I ensure your home is safe for you and your family to prevent these from ever happening, to ensure that everybody is healthy, wealthy, emotionally happy, and the mental health is up where it should be. So, and I do this completely remotely. I'm based in the UK, clients all over the world, Singapore, US. I haven't got any in Australia yet, but that's why I'm here today, to get a few Aussies on board. And so that's what I do basically. And offer free initial consultations to clients all over the world, and a quick Google check using Google Earth imagery to see if there are any potential disturbances. So that's pretty much what I do. Thank you.
Adam, amazing. Make sure you share your LinkedIn link so everyone can connect with you, and everyone make sure you connect on LinkedIn. Very important. There we go. Beautiful. And we got Faiza with us. What's happening, Faiza?
You said my name very well. Hi, everyone. It's really lovely to see you all. I think you've made a mistake, Edward. There's 3 Arabs here.
You an Arab?
I am an Arab.
With a name like Faiza?
Yeah, it's Faiza. That's right.
Oh, okay. You've changed the spelling. Of course. There you go.
Because it was much easier for everyone to just pronounce it. Anyway, it's good to meet you all. I love coming to those meetings, and thank you for having us all here, Edward. And good to meet all these new lovely people. I'm just to let you know what I do. I've put it in the link. I'm not very technically, I'm still technically challenged, but I've got LinkedIn. So if anyone would love to connect with me, I'd love to hear from you. I help people transform their lives from parental programming, past parental programming, limiting beliefs, and negative influences in our lives. So I'm here to help anyone and anybody that would love to have a chat with me to get to know each other more. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.
Oh, there you go. Big round of applause to you. Is it Faiza? Is that your name? Faiza?
It's Faiza.
Faiza. Of course, I should know that. There you go.
Here is Faiza. It's Faye with a Z in the end.
There you go. And maybe I should reveal my full name a bit later on. We'll have a think about that. There you go.
Okay.
Pleasure. Now, if you just come in, a big thank you. We're going to hear from the amazing Karim very shortly. He's an amazing man. Can we all wave to Karim? We've got 3 Arabs on the line tonight. So enough to start a revolution. We need to get our AK-47s out and, topple a few buildings, which is good. But before we do any revolutions, I just want to open up the floor again. If you haven't spoken and you would love to say hello, please put up your hand. Julie, very good. I saw Julie doing it. Feel free to use the hands up feature too, but I saw you, Julie. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Edward?
Hey, what's going on?
Hello, everyone. I'm really sorry I was so late getting here. So I guess I've missed a lot of people telling us what they do, which is part of the reason I come here. But anyway, I will get to know the speaker and a few more of you, but I've missed out on a few of these for the past few months for basic family reasons, but it's really nice to be here. My business is called Stronger Than My Excuses, and I do brand myself with my T-shirts and get quite a few good comments when I go walking in my shirt or whatever. And basically we have a media production kit for people to, it's almost like having a panel discussion for web TV in a kit or in a box, if you like. And we've now also progressed that to be a panel discussion event or a business event. It can be a community event or a not-for-profit or a environmental event in a box. So you've all probably heard of TED events. Can everyone nod if you've heard of TED events? Right. Well, instead of people speaking on a stage, we have panel discussions on a stage, and they are a full day event with expo tables and people doing soapbox talks and all sorts of things, as well as networking and workshop hubs and all sorts of things. So we put the whole event together, show you how to do it, show you how to get sponsors to not just cover your costs, but actually make money. And then you can have an event in your own city, town, region, country, wherever you are, on your own passionate topic. So our next event is in March next year, which is Small Business Month in New South Wales. And so, yeah, it should be fun. The last one was really good. Everybody loved it. So I was happy. And I think it's just nice to get people onto a stage in a slightly bigger arena, which is what it's all about. That's my passion. Get all your voices heard, but in a bigger arena and onto web TV and onto the channel and throughout, heard throughout the world. That's me. So it's nice to see you all, and I hope to hear from a few more of you, and I will be at some more events, some more of these on Thursday nights coming up. So thank
Julie,
you.
we love
Thanks,
you.
Ed.
Round of applause, Julie. Love you, Julie. Would anyone else like to say anything before we bounce over to the other Arab male to talk tonight? All right. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to bounce over to amazing Karim. Now, I've known Karim for a while, actually. Karim is a top business and leadership coach. He's owned many successful businesses in his time. And also, too, he's from the beautiful city of Melbourne. Top place. Well, there just the other week. And Karim has got a very high profile at events and everyone loves him. And Karim, I was just going to say, did you want to talk or were you interested in doing slides? What was your thinking tonight?
I was going to just do a talk. I was going to do a talk. And then start off with a bit of a story.
Excellent. So what I've done, Karim, is I've spotlighted you. So now you've taken over everyone's PC. So you've now conquered everyone's PC. And what I'm going to do, Karim, is I'm going to leave you the floor. And while you're doing that, I'm going to upload our networking photos. So Karim, are you all ready to go?
All ready, mate.
Friends, can we give Karim a thunderous round of applause? Karim, yay, we love you. The floor is yours, my friend. Go for it, Karim.
Thanks for having me today, guys. I'd like to start off with a little bit of a story. Mum and Dad had a very successful business in Egypt. I was the happiest kid just doing kid stuff. Playing with my cousins, laughing was my daily life. Mum and Dad made it possible for us. Dad was very well liked and respected by the community. I can still remember feeling so safe and happy. Because of Dad's success, it made some other people very unhappy. My parents were under the constant attack from extremist groups. Dad was pretty stressed about it. Bzzzt. He felt this feeling inside of him. What was that? They threatened to burn his shop down. On one hand, he felt so happy that he had to have his business. It gave him certainty. He was able to provide for his family. It gave him purpose. He was very comfortable. On the other hand, he knew something had to change to protect his family. Bzzzt. What is that thing that he's feeling? These extremists then threatened to burn his house down. Bzzzt. Even louder. Why does this keep coming up? What is that? He stopped. He knew what it was. It was something telling him inside him to listen. And one day they finally did it. They burnt his business. Dad got a call that his business was on fire. And all he remembers is running down the street, thinking, surely this is not too bad. He kept running. How bad could this be? He kept running. He was then imagining the worst. He kept running. What if someone was hurt? He got there, puffed and sweaty. He finally saw what was left. Everything he had built, worked so hard, was gone. In Egypt at the time, there was no such thing as insurance. If it's gone, it's gone. As he walked through the rubble, he looked at the desk where I used to sit and pretend to be like him. It cut him that it was gone. He walked through again. And he just sat on the floor and started crying uncontrollably, having his hand on his face, feeling defeated, feeling like a failure. He felt helpless like a dad, not knowing where to go or how he was going to protect his family. Imagine working so hard to build a successful business, then having your business burned down. Bzzzt. Again, okay, I get it. I know I must leave. My parents made the hardest decision to leave everything and come to Australia for our family. If that wasn't enough of a setback, the person who promised to transfer all his life savings didn't. He was in a new country without the language or the money. That's another story for another day. However, it included housing commissions, finding used needles, and getting robbed. Throughout my life and education, I made it my mission to continue not to let my parents down. I felt I wanted to do the best so I can make sure that my parents' decision to come to Australia was the right one. I was the only Middle Eastern kid in the class, and for that reason, kids don't want to be friends with me. I had a very slow start as a child. At the bottom of my class, I had learning challenges and had a very bad stutter. I couldn't speak. I was Aussie as they came. By that stage, I knew how to speak only English. I was a Vegemite kid every morning, and my favourite song was I Am Australian. I could even sing it without stuttering. I was so proud. My favourite subject was history and learning about the Aboriginal Dreamtime. Teachers didn't know what to do with me. They thought that I couldn't speak English. It was just that I didn't want to go through the embarrassment of stuttering, so I didn't talk much, so they gave up on me. So they put me into another room full of kids who actually didn't know how to speak English. I ended up teaching them some words. I was so proud that I taught them the word transform. On some level, I thought I was doing a better job than these teachers. Fast forward to adulthood, I wanted to be a pharmaceutical rep. I wanted the lifestyle that came with it. I knew they were never going to take someone with a diploma in massage. It took me so long trying to ignore my internal beliefs that I couldn't learn, or I wasn't deserving of more. I was told no 200 times over 3 years of interviewing. My family even asked me to stop trying. There was one leader who saw something in me that others didn't. It was either that or they were really desperate to hire a stuttering guy. I was finally a pharmaceutical rep for Australia's largest pharmaceutical company. I finally made it. I'm well respected within my field. It will give me the life that I want. 4 years go by. Bzzzt. What's that? What am I doing in my role? Management is stressing me out. I'm hitting all my targets and earning great money. I should feel happy. I wanted more. I wanted to achieve more. I moved into medical devices. Who would have ever believed I could be here? Being in surgery with the best doctors in the world, watching them operate and while coaching them on our products. Saying, doctor, cut here, go there, not so deep. I felt so happy. I was so energized. I was so good at what I did. I was crushing it. Now what? Bzzz, so loud. I felt so anxious. I felt angry. And I felt sad. I should be happy. I'm in a great position. It took me years to get here. I'm earning great money. Why don't I feel happy? I am certain that this money comes in every month. I am certain that if I want to get a loan, I will get one. I am certain that this is my identity. Bzzzt. But why don't I feel happy? Why don't I feel fulfilled? I remember getting a call from my manager. Karim, what are you doing today? I'm coming to meet you to see how you're going. I'm going to come to all your meetings and I'm going to be watching everything you do. This is how the conversation went after the meeting that he was in with me. Why didn't you say it like this? Why did you wear that color jacket? Why did you write that email like that instead of this? Okay, I'm confused. How am I going? You're doing really well. Your teammates respect you, your clients speak highly of you, and you're exceeding your targets. I was so confused. That day, I remember lying in bed and just reflecting. I was so sad. I was curled up into a ball. So anxious. So unmotivated. So I didn't believe in the cause anymore. I just didn't care. Bzzzt, like a slap in the face and a kick in the guts. For the last time, I remember wanting to ring my manager. I got on the phone and told him that I wanted to quit. I was so scared. I didn't have a job to go to. There was no more certainty. As I lay in bed thinking again, I wanted to do something different for a change. So I bought a business. I was a cafe owner. Had no idea how to run one, except that I had a passion for food and coffee. I bought it. It had been run down, and it was my job to build it back up again. I didn't know where to start. I remember the days feeling so stressed and overwhelmed. The same week I'd opened the cafe, I had my first child. He was born. Part of me was the happiest that I've ever been because of my son being born. However, the other part was the most unhappiest that I've ever been. I really felt that I wanted this change. I felt that I really wanted my own business. I thought it would make me the boss and I would feel really, really, really good. I thought I'd be free and be able to spend more time with family. As most of you know, as business owners, that didn't really work out that way. I was so stressed. I was working more hours than I ever did, earning less money than I ever have. I felt that I just had to keep going and doing more, and that would fix all my problems. It made things worse. It was like being in quicksand. The more I moved, the more it swallowed me up and I sunk. It just made me want to escape. Some days, I knew that if I wanted to just lie in bed, I would. I will be so tired. And I would yawn. My eyes were getting really, really sleepy. They felt so heavy. I was so comfortable. I wanted to fall asleep again. I would look outside my window and I would see the crushing waves over and over. And I wanted to count backwards just because. 12, 11, 10, getting more relaxed. My shoulders were so relaxed. My neck was beautifully relaxed. My eyes, so relaxed. 8, 7, my sheets were hugging me so tightly and nicely. 6, 5, my eyelids were so heavy. 4, my head was so heavy. My feet so relaxed. Felt like sinking. 2. Then my wife comes in with a pillow and hits me over the head. I remember one day I was working so hard, the cafe would seem so busy. I would think, yes, well, you're finally going to make some money today, Karim. At the end of that day, after calculating everything, we just broke even. I was still at 0. I felt like I was stuck. Like, how much harder did I need to work before making some money? I felt like breaking down and crying. The worst thing was I tried to do this to try to spend more time with my newborn and my wife. I tried to create something special for all of us. I then knew something had to change again. I had finally figured out the answer. After so many years, after so many times, after so many tries, I finally found what I've been searching for. And the most amazing thing happened. I was also a business consultant and found that business issues were also connected to life issues. And they couldn't fix business issues without fixing the life issues too. So I became obsessed with wanting to help and transform people. Did you know that most of what we do, say, and believe comes from what we are not conscious of? So who is in charge? Our unconscious mind. What is the unconscious mind? It's the part of you that you are not conscious of. As I was talking, I bet you all weren't conscious of your feet planted on the floor, or you weren't conscious of how your back felt against your chair, or the images you were probably seeing while I was talking. How many of you saw a video or a photo playing while I was describing my dad's business burning? Did my story trigger any emotions unconsciously? Did it take you back to another time in your life? Imagine all the things that were laying in your unconscious mind. Think of a place that you regularly drive to, as an example, work or your kid's school. Sometimes you arrive at that destination without even thinking or knowing that, or even remembering that you drove there. So who was driving you automatically? Who was indicating? Who was remembering to turn right or left, etc.? Like when you woke up this morning, how did you know to be you? Like you didn't know to be me, or you didn't know to act like the amazing Ed. Probably because we had all our memories and beliefs. All the memories that you ever had, the whole collection is right there in the past. Along with the decisions we made that are now part of our beliefs and behavior. Some of those decisions were made when we were so young. Decisions that shouldn't have been made from a perception at such a young age. From those caused us to suffer. For me, I know unconsciously that I needed to be sad. I needed to be anxious and feel I'm not worthy enough. Some others may need to numb their pain by self-medicating, like drinking. Or others may need to get angry. These are all unwanted emotions. No one ever says, hey, I want more of that anger or more of that sadness. How have your emotions and beliefs played a role in your business today? We all know that angry boss that's most likely angry to his family too. We all know that boss that is often fearful in confrontation. What if there was a way that all these negative behaviors were gone? What if all those beliefs about you and about the world, what if you could say, I'm unstoppable, and the only thing that's stopping me today is me, and I won't stop? What if I woke up and thought the world and its people were amazing, like Ed does, except for those camo pants that he wears? They're not so awesome. How different would the business be, but also your life? What if we could have a very profitable business while being so happy and fulfilled? You know, when you go to a seminar and you feel so hyped up and then after 3 days it's gone. You go to a therapist, you feel better and it's not long-lived. I have searched the world for so many tools, amazing tools. And the only 3 that I found that lasts a lifetime, if you want it to, is NLP, timeline therapy, and Dr. Demartini method. It's a series of tools to help remove unwanted baggage you've been holding onto at such a quick rate. Bzzzt. I found the answer to everything. All those years, I finally found it. It was me this whole time. It started with me looking internally. I found that it wasn't doing more. My focus and energy were on the wrong things. I finally looked within. I had turned on the light. It was scary and messy. I had so many beliefs that I was living with and that weren't true. I had so much baggage from the past that I was living with in my mind and in my heart that I didn't even know. So I did the best thing for myself. I sought help. I hired a business coach and I hired a life coach. Thank you.
That was brilliant. Can we give it up for Karim? There you go. I was listening to that and I'm like, wow, I could resonate with a lot of that. And there you go. It looks like my handsome Arabness is being finally outdone by legendary Karim. Now, I just want to say, let's hear some questions. So if you've got any questions or commentary, 2 ways to do it. Feel free to just type them in the chat or just stick up your hand and we can ask Karim and see what Karim's got to say. So feel free to type it in or to stick up your hand and go to Hot Mic to ask Karim stuff. What we got, friends? Any questions? Well, I got the first question, Karim, and I went through this myself. Karim, I want to ask you this question.
Yeah.
What if you're so stuck in fear and you just can't get out of it? So where I come from, I was stuck in fear for a very long time. It took me years to break that. How do you break that fear cycle?
So the first thing that comes to my mind is understanding what you're fearful of. We use a tool called timeline therapy, where this is learned fear. The only fear that we're actually born with is loud noises and heights and like falling. So everything else is actually learned. So if we could go back to the first time where you actually learned fear, you won't be fearful anymore.
Brilliant.
It actually takes away that fear.
Brilliant.
And yeah, it sounds like magic, but but yeah, it's amazing. It's all the unwanted fear. It's all the unwarranted. Like I'm sure if a lion comes into your door, you're going to feel fear. That's warranted, but it's all the unwarranted stuff that I'm talking about.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Petrie, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, actually, it came in my mind that how are your parents now today? So how are they doing? How is your father? And one more, did they ever went back to Egypt?
We're thriving. I think it was the resiliency from my parents that I had learned that resiliency too. That we're happy, we're very successful. My parents did go back, but after maybe 6 years when everything was a bit calmer. But in saying that, the rest of my brothers, my dad's brothers and sisters came down from Egypt to Australia to migrate years later, and they wished that they came down sooner.
There you go. One funny reaction I had is I could relate because I was like the first Middle Eastern kid in my class too, right? Especially a Muslim kid. And on a funny note, at the time there were no Middle Eastern guys. Now it's the other way around. Now it's spot the white guys. Karim, we took over the place, didn't we, Karim? It's now spot the white guy in certain parts of town. Which I think's hilarious. There you go. Andreas, what are your thoughts, Andreas?
I was completely captivated by your presentation. Excellent presentation, Karim. I resonate with your story because I was born in London from Greek parents that came over in the 50s. It's a very similar story, be it on different parallels. But I found myself on the journey with you, and I want to thank you immensely for sharing it with us.
Thank you so much, Andreas. That really, yeah, as I was writing this, I really hoped that I could resonate and touch people. So thank you so much for saying that, because it was meant for you, Andreas.
Beautiful. Love your work, Andreas. Baksha, what are you thinking, Baksha?
Hi, Karim. I think it was a great story and your presentation skills were also awesome. But I have a question here. What do you do when you feel like you hit a wall? and you can't change things, or you don't know what the next move is going to be. Obviously, you said it at the end, saying you hire a coach or speak to somebody. But just in case you're all alone and you feel like you've hit a wall and you need to do something to get moving. Or
well, first I'd ask, have you actually hit a wall, or is it all in your head?
That's the thing. See, when I was diagnosed, I don't think I have hit a wall. But when I was diagnosed with all those things about 12 years back, and down the journey as well, a few years later also, I felt like I didn't know what to do. I mean, how to overcome this, because I had a lot of problems in my personal life, and this thing came to me, and I said, "Oh, then what is it that I want?" And then I spoke to people, but like counselors and psychiatrists and psychologists, and all they said was, "Okay." I mean, I've been put on a lot of drugs as well.
Yeah.
So that is there as well. So I can't get off it just like that. But
no. So the first thing to do is to always speak to your doctor.
Okay.
And for him to always be aware of, what you plan on doing next.
Uh-huh.
And if there's a timeline therapy, which country are you in?
I'm in India right now.
India. So I know that
I'm an Australian citizen.
Yeah. So I know there are a lot of timeline therapy practitioners. Make sure that they are trainer timeline therapy.
Yeah.
So the first thing is to speak to your doctor, get a referral from your doctor, and to find a timeline therapy.
Yeah.
Or a timeline therapy trainer practitioner in your country.
Yeah.
I can also do it online as well. So I do Zooms and I do all that kind of stuff. But if you're happy or comfortable working from someone there, then that's totally fine too.
Yeah, I mean, to be very frank, my financial situation is also a bit weak. So I don't know. So I'll definitely get back to you first I'll speak to my doctor, then I'll
speak to your doctor. Speak to your doctor. Let him know that you're thinking about doing some hypnotherapy work.
Okay.
And because it falls under the hypnotherapy.
Okay.
Yep. And find yourself someone that will work in that area for you.
Yeah, maybe do you do an initial 15-minute consultation, free consultation?
Yeah, just on that note, just to jump in, Karim, great chance for you. Tell us how you work. If someone's sitting here and going, I want to hire you, Karim, tell us what the process is.
Great process. So
great question.
I have a link that I would copy. So here is a 20-minute. Sorry, posting. Here is a 20-minute booking schedule link where you can book me in. And I'm more than happy to have a chat with you. Obviously, there's no obligation, there's no sales. It's all just having a chat. So yeah, there's no pushy sales or whatever. We're just having a chat.
Okay. Thanks for that.
And just on that one, we love Karim. Karim's highly recommended. And by the way, if you are watching the recording, please just connect with Karim on LinkedIn and send him a message and just call him a handsome Arab. And if you are live on now, just click that link and fill it in. I promise Karim only bites lightly. I can assure that. But just also a big thank you to Karim. Just a quick honourable mention. I don't know if he's there, but one of our wonderful friends, Adrian Lee, is logged in. I don't know if Adrian's there, so I'll just proxy for him. Adrian's actually an old friend of ours. He actually is does a lot of LinkedIn education. And he's there. Adrian, do you want to say a quick hello? Honoured having you with us. Please say a quick hello. We don't get you here every day.
Ed, that's hilarious. You labelled me as an old friend. I love it. You are one of the greatest men ever. Just want to give a round of applause to Ed, everyone. What an absolute legend, bringing amazing people together. But great to be here. And Karim is a rock star.
Thanks, Karim. Mate. I really appreciate it, brother.
Dude, I really come tonight because you were on here and you were telling me you were going to do a speech, and I was like, sweet, I'm going to jump on. But, yeah, super powerful. I'm really grateful to be working with you as well, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
and
it.
also a few other awesome people here, Amanda, Simone, and it's just great to be here and meet everyone. So thank you and appreciate the opportunity, Mr. Ed.
Pleasure. And
Thanks,
just
mate.
to
Really
say,
appreciate it.
you're a fitness guy who's gone master LinkedIn trainer. Is that right?
Something, you know what, Ed? It really just happens when you evolve as a human being. You grow, like Karim was saying, you grow and evolve, and you don't get stuck in the same place. So yeah, it just evolved over the years, Ed, and still obviously fitness is the foundation, they say. All right. So fitness is the key to everything that you want in life. So if you don't have your fitness, then it's a fair chance that other things are not going to go your way. Big statement by me, but at the end of the day, it's true. Health rocks big time. So yeah, got into the LinkedIn, and obviously surrounded myself with winners like Mr. Edward Zia help you to go a long way, don't they, Ed?
Oh, it's a pleasure. And Adrian, can you just share your LinkedIn link so everyone can pick you up if they haven't already?
I will do, Ed. Thank you.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for staying back, everyone. Can we give it up to Karim again? Karim, and good seeing that. Just before I finish up, just two quick things before you all go. Thank you for being so patient. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly just share with you a few upcoming links. Our next event we've got Monday. We're on this Monday. You'll know Kat Jeffrey. Kat Jeffrey is off to have her baby soon. And before she does that and she disappears for a while, she's actually the guest speaker at our Monday Zoom. So in a way, we're going to hear some thoughts from Kat Jeffrey before she goes off to have her baby, talking about change and all that. We're back on next week for our next International Networking Zoom. So just book in for that one here. And just another honourable quick mention as well. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday is our next LinkedIn Influencer Mastery Workshop. Just check out that link if you want to book in. And just before we go, does anyone want to say anything before we finish this event? If there's anything anyone wants to say, now's the time to say it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Karim.
Beautiful. There
Thank you. Thank you, Faisal.
Thank you.
And Andreas,
Hey,
put up your hand.
Really
one small thing. Hey,
Thank you.
you can save the chat. So if everybody, I think some people don't know, but you can save the chat. So save it, because
Save
there's a lot
the chat.
of
Right.
info.
So save the chat right now. And Andreas, what are you thinking?
Just to round off, I just want to say massive thank you to you, Edward, for giving us this golden opportunity to be among all these incredible people. And for Lassie, of course, working behind the scenes. Thank you very much indeed.
Here, here.
There we go. Well, without further ado, friends, Lassie's literally in front of me. So there you go. She heard everything. She loves you.
Thank
So
you.
friends, can we please unmute and give a thunderous round of applause to close the evening? Thank you, Karim.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate you, man.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you.